guys. Well, if my computer will work, I am popping on here to make a quick video to kind of show you guys how to navigate our class. I did something a little different this semester. I was trying to make it a little easier. It was really clunky the way that I've done it in the past, and so I thought I would experiment a little bit this semester, and I don't know that it's turned out great. So let me show you how to get to everything that you need to get in our class. Okay, let me go down here and change my role so that it looks like what you'll see. Okay, so this is our class homepage, and this is where I will post updates kind of as they come. I've got my introduction video here. And then also, just FYI, in case you guys don't have access to free Microsoft Word, Office 365, so that's Excel, PowerPoint, Word, all of those things, you do get a free license for this as a Rowan State student. So you can get that here. I've got all that information here. So I just wanted to touch on kind of the main things that you're going to need this semester. So to access everything in terms of the materials you need for our class, you can get that here at Course Materials. And then I am going to be adding things to the calendar. I'll show you what the calendar looks like. It doesn't have anything on it yet, I don't believe. So I'm going to be adding things to the calendar, due dates for major assignments, due dates for your discussion board posts. I'll get to that as soon as I can, and that way you'll get reminders when things are due. I've gotten a lot of frantic kind of questions about Essay 1 being due at the end of this week, and I'm like, no, you guys have several weeks to do that. Okay, so if you go back up to Course Materials and you go to Content, let me just pull up the main table of contents. So you're going to see we have 4 different things here right now under table of contents. We have syllabus and other course documents. So that's going to take you to a class interaction guidelines page, just with some guidelines on how to sort of navigate the course. And then, of course, our syllabus. If my internet will work and pull it up. Yay! So the syllabus is here. Learning outcomes, course competencies. I don't get to write those things, so they're, kind of abstract and I don't know. Anyway, so just to touch on a few things here with the syllabus. Okay, so I've got all of your assignments listed here. Your summary and response essay, that's what we're working on now. You guys have about 4 weeks to work on that. A profile essay with a narrative element, an annotated bibliography, a researched argumentative essay, which is just kind of like your traditional essay. I'm going to be going over these more as we go. And then what I call writing to learn assignments, which make up 25% of your grade. And these are going to be kind of really informal assignments. So the discussion board posts, you've almost all done the introduce yourself post. You guys are so interesting, by the way. I was just sitting there reading through all of your introductions, and I was like, I have the most interesting classes. But these will also include peer review workshops. You guys are going to give each other feedback on your writing, and I have a whole separate video where I talk about that. Sometimes we're going to do topic proposals, and then we'll have other activities that can kind of help you to get the work done for the bigger assignments as we go. Standard grading scale. I'll talk about this more later in the semester. Revision. You guys are going to have the chance to revise your first 3 projects. The annotated bibliography isn't really an essay, so I don't want to call them essays, but you will have a couple of weeks from the time that I get your essays back to you with feedback. I give you guys pretty heavy feedback, just things I kind of respond as a reader, things that I like, things that I think you could clarify, places where I can see you expanding, maybe organizational suggestions, things like that. And you totally don't have to revise, but if you do, I'll give you guys instructions on how to do that once we get that work back. I had this late work policy on my syllabus, but honestly, I'm very flexible with deadlines, which has worked well for me in the age of COVID because we should all be flexible with deadlines, and hopefully my colleagues are catching up to me. But just communicate with me. So if you guys need more time, just know that I understand. You have lives outside of our class. You guys are very busy human beings. I was overwhelmed reading some of your introductions. So just communicate with me, and I'm totally willing to give you guys more time on things as you need it. Academic responsibility, most people put the word plagiarism here, and that just seems, I don't know. It's become such a taboo topic, and I feel like our class is the class where we should talk about it openly, and where you guys should get a chance to practice writing and citing responsibly so that you know how to do that in your other classes. So my little snippet is here. And Rune States is down here. The tone is decidedly different. But just know that I'm here to work with you on citing and writing responsibly. I think it's something that you have to learn. I don't think it's something you're just born knowing how to do. And so I'll be a resource. I'll help you guys out if I see something in your paper and I'm like, this needs to be cited, I will work with you on getting that done. Just fill it in the classroom. Let's all be nice to each other. And then I have some other things here about other resources that you guys can look through. I'm always here as a resource. Oh, and I told you guys I would tell you, this is one thing I want to point out. Our Dean of Students, Lisa Stephenson, is wonderful. If you ever need anything from a laptop or like a hotspot to money, if you're experiencing financial insecurity, email our dean, need@ronestate.edu. Totally anonymous, and she will help you. She will find ways to help you, and I'm here to help too. I'll post my cell phone number to the news feed. I've given it to a couple of people. It's 865-558-7769. And you guys are welcome to call me or text me. I spent a lot of time outside of my office. Today I'm actually at home waiting on, I was waiting on a negative COVID test. It came back negative, so I can go back to work tomorrow. But always feel free to contact me via cell phone if you need to contact me quickly. Text is best. Just make sure you let me know who you are. Okay, so we'll go back to the table of contents. And this is the big thing here. So I'm breaking our semester up into 3 units. The first is our summary and response, which we're working on now. The second unit is our profile. There's nothing under here yet, or under the unit 3 for our bibliography and argumentative essay. Those things I'll be loading later. But if you go to summary and response, the very first thing on here is going to be the unit 1 schedule. So you'll see other things here. This is a copy of our essay. Here is a resource for some step-by-step ways you can go about summarizing and responding. This is a reading shitty first drafts that we're reading before peer review, and this is our peer review directions. The schedule will always be the first thing posted here, and I will link to this directly through the newsfeed if I can, so you guys have an easy way to get to it, and I'll make it say Unit 1 schedule here, so it's in big letters, but everything underneath it is going to be linked here. I've tried to link to everything that I possibly can, so you kind of have a one-stop shop here. So the readings and the videos, those are all here. You should be able to link out to these. So take, for example, our Essay 1 assignment sheet. It'll take you to Summary and Response, Fall 2021. Go back, hopefully, yes, it'll let us. I do know a couple of you have brought up having some problems opening Some of these, they're giving you like a paywall because this is a New York Times column. This is a Why Looks Are the Last Bastion of Discrimination. That's a Washington Post article. The Danger of a Single Story, that is the transcript of a TED Talk, so you should have access to that. I think this one is free, and this is another TED Talk, so you should have access to that. But I'm going to, just as a backup, in case you're getting an error message, I'm going to scan those and put them on here, so you'll have access to those. And then, videos on things like peer revision, topics for SA2, which is something I want you to start thinking about in week 4, peer review directions. And somebody asked me today about the class list. I will send that out to you guys as we get closer to week 4. Sometimes you'll see these TBAs here. That's because I'm still working out what I want to kind of do there. I'm changing my class up a lot this semester, so. And then discussion board assignments. So these will link you straight out to the discussion board assignment. So you don't even have to go hunting for these. If you want to go directly to them, you can. Discussion boards are going to be under communication and discussions. So you can go there, and that will list all of our discussions. Just have the first unit up right now. And I'll get those week 3 ones up this week. And then important due dates, that's going to be over here. So we have our discussion boards. We do use the discussion board. I'll show you that in a second. We do use the discussion board for peer review. So this links out to that. And then SA1 due on Tuesday, September 14th to the Dropbox. Excuse me. Woo. And this is the Dropbox. I've got step-by-step instructions here for how you upload. But basically, you just go to add a file, and then go to my computer or wherever, and then you go to upload, and then it'll let you choose the file, and then you'll add it, and then it's very important. There's a next step that you have to do where you click submit, and then done. And after you click that done option, you should be taken back to the Dropbox screen, and you should see there's a column called completion. It should say 1 submission, 1 file. Or if you're uploading your revision, 2 submissions, 2 files, or whatever. So you'll have access, and if you guys want access to this, you can go to assessments, and then you can go down to Dropbox. The other thing, and I'm not going to pull this up because of anonymity purposes, but you also can go down to grades, and everything that is graded will be graded through here. So you'll be able to see your grades as I upload those. Attendance, not going to be, we won't have any quizzes. One other thing to point out, oh, please don't freeze. Under communication, you can go to class list, or you can go to email. But if you want to email me or anybody else in our class, you can go to class list. It's going to have everybody in our class, and you can always select somebody. If I want to email Leslie, I can click next to Leslie and hit email. Or if you want to get a hold of me, I'm on here too. I have 2 classes on here, so that's why it's so long. And I'm on the last page. There I am. You can always click next to me and email me this way. Or you can email me through WriterNet, or you can respond to one of the many emails that I'm going to send you. So we're going to go back to content and to Unit 1 schedule, which I am going to link out to. And the last thing I want to show you here is the discussion board for your peer review. So for the peer review, I've got directions here. You're going to upload your rough draft by Tuesday, September 7th. And then and it says if you go by a name that is different from your name on Momentum, please write that in your post just for your peers. So when they're saying, "Hey, Jenny," I get this because I think the reason I make a deal out of this is because I'm a Jenny and I'm listed as Jennifer on everything. And when I hear Jennifer, I always think I'm in trouble. So, you know, if you have a nickname, we're casual around here. Let us know what your nickname is, and be patient with me because a lot of you told me kind of what you prefer to be called in your like shortening of your name or whatever in your introduction posts. It may take me a second to kind of catch up with that, so please be patient with me. I've got some, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to upload your draft, and to do that you're going to start a new thread. Well, you don't need to worry about select to selection. You can put Jenny's, you know, Jenny's first draft, yay. And then you go to add attachments, and then you go through the same process. You upload, you'll choose your essay, and then you will hit post. So you'll all do that by that Tuesday. And then once I've sent out the class list, you're going to see, let's see, what did I say for this one? The 2 students who come after you on the list, and so if you're last on the list, you'll go back up to the top. If you're second from last, you'll do the last and the first. You guys know that. And you guys are just going to provide really informal feedback. And I've given you some questions to consider here. Like, you may not get a chance to answer all these questions. These questions might not all be relevant. Maybe your peer is like, you know, I haven't had a chance to really work on my reflection, but I have my summary. So here's my summary. And you guys can just focus on the summary part. That's totally fine. Just give feedback on whatever your peer shares. Don't feel pressured, guys. I know that sharing your writing is like a weirdly vulnerable kind of thing to do. I totally get it, I promise. But the nice thing is we're in an online space, so we don't have to do it like face to face. And if that, you know, if sharing in real time makes you nervous, but also like we're all here to learn. I will tell you that I have tutored for a long time. Nothing made me a better writer than tutoring other people on writing. Did I have an extra than on that sentence? That's what has made me a better writer, is looking at other people's writing and helping them with their writing. And you may think, I'm not qualified to do this, but you are. You are in our class, you know the assignment, you're going through the same thing that your peer is and writing this. So you're really in a unique position to get help on this, to give help on this. So, and then you'll post as a response to their draft upload, you'll post a response to that. I've got all the things there. And I think for now, that's it. Let me change my row really fast, and while we're here, I will just go ahead and add a news item for Unit 1. Unit 1. Watch me do this, and maybe I can't even do it. I don't know. Here. Here's the link to the Unit 1 schedule. Everything you need is linked within. Okay. Unit 1 schedule. Let's see if we can actually do this. Where's my little linky thing? I have a lot of computer technology people in here, so you're going to love my computer lingo. Computer linky thing. Go to content. Read response. Unit 1 schedule. Bam. Oh. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. I'm a hot mess. Okay, content. Unit 1 schedule. And it still isn't working. Okay, well, it's just going to have to be fine. Get the picture. Let me go back home. So now, when you first come to our page, I'll make sure that our current unit is the top news item. Hit Unit 1 schedule. And bam, that's where everything is. Now the whole reading thing, being able to access those, I'll work on that. And we'll let you guys know when those are uploaded. But I think that's kind of the basics. I am always open to suggestions, and if you notice something is missing, please tell me. You are not going to offend me. I'm going to be like, dang it, I meant to upload that, and I will go in and upload it. But if you don't speak up for your peers, no one else is going to do it, because I'm forgetful and human just like everybody. So anyway, I think that's it. I'm sitting here watching my cat lick himself and my dog play with his almost bald tennis ball. So that's my life. Just waiting on my 6-year-old to get home. But I hope you guys have a great evening, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Bye!